down these are few terms in AI that people usually get confused with. Agentic AI, AI agents, generative AI, and LLMs. Let's dive deeper into it and understand what each term means in very simple language. Let's get started. Let's start at the bottom of the stack, generative AI. Anything that can create content is generative AI. It can be voice, text, videos, images, anything. But generative AI is like a broader umbrella and it's powered by LLMs, large language models. So let's dive deeper into it. At the core of generative AI sits LLM, large language model. Large language model is basically a brain that powers generative AI. There are multiple models like, there's GPT 5.1 by ChatGPT or OpenAI, then there's Gemini 3 by Google, Claude is there. There are a bunch of open source models as well like LLaMA, DeepSeek and a few others. Grok is also one of them. So they are trained on like large data set, books, forms, websites, pretty much all the public information, they are trained on billions and trillions of parameters. Now the problem here is that if you say, okay, can you find me a flight for tomorrow to say San Francisco, it cannot do it because it does not have live information or it is limited to the knowledge and data set. It is intelligent, it can probably pull out information from the data it is trained on, but it does not have access to live information. That is where AI agents come into play. AI agents. Now here's where things get really interesting. When you take an LLM and give it tools, APIs and databases, it can do a lot more. It can stop being a writer and can act as a co-worker alongside you. So now when you open ChatGPT's web search mode or you open the agent mode, it can do a lot more, right? So it can access the information on the internet and give you results based on that. Now let's say you tell ChatGPT with the web access that, hey, can you search me flights to San Francisco tomorrow and give me the cheapest option? It will go there, go to probably Google Flights, Expedia, hit the API, get the information, find the best match based on your prompt that you have given to the LLM, and it gives you the best possible result. Now it has stopped being a question and answer kind of mechanism or a machine and started giving you outputs and acting as a co-worker. AI agent is basically powered by an LLM that can act on certain tools, databases, external system and complete the task. It is autonomous, tool-driven, it has a goal that it has to achieve and it completes the tasks. But usually they are pretty narrow at doing things, like they can help you find the right flight or extract some data maybe from some website, some internet, summarize a PDF and those kind of things. It is still a single purpose, it is not the entire workflow. So if you want to have a team of AI agents, that's where agentic AI comes into play. Now let's imagine something even bigger. We started with LLMs where they can write something but that is out of context because they don't have access to the internet or databases or tools. Then comes AI agents which can help you search the web, get attached to tools and do singular tasks. Agentic AI is like broader spectrum. It is multiple AI agents talking to each other and acting as a team of AI. Imagine your marketing team, you have a script writer, an ideator, an editor and a bunch of other folks. Similarly, AI agents combine together to form Agentic AI, which is like a digital team, you can call it, right? Now let's take an example. Suppose I want to plan a trip to Miami, 7 days trip from, let's say some date to some date, whatever, right? With no layovers, my budget is $1,600 for the flights. So it has to find me the best flights, get me there quicker without any layovers. It also has to help me plan my hotels. I want a hotel closer to the beach. I should be able to walk and those kind of things. Now here, a singular AI agent might not be that efficient because, it can kind of hallucinates a bit and juggles with multiple tasks. But agentic AI, where we have multiple agents, can really help. It can call, one of the agents can be a weather AI agent that can check what is the weather in those days, what you need to carry, so that it can help you. Okay, you need to carry an umbrella or carry maybe a jacket or something. It's quite cold. I know there's Miami is not so cold, but just giving an example. Then flight agent can help you find the flights. Your calendar agent can take your schedule and it can say, okay, you have these meetings, can you push them because you're traveling these dates. So it kind of gives you multiple agents can talk to each other and give you a summarized say, okay, I'm planning your trip to Miami, these are the flights you got to book, this is the hotel you need to book, and you need to clean up your calendar and those kind of things. So that is where it gets really powerful, and businesses can really explode by using AI agentic teams, and it really helps kind of getting things done pretty quick. And you literally did nothing; you just prompted it to plan your trip, and it did pretty much anything and everything together. That's the power of agentic AI, and in true sense what we call AI. A lot of people are just using LLMs to kind of chat through it, but AI is a lot more than that, and I think everybody should kind of use it in their business, day-to-day life, so that they can improve their lives. It is like an asset we all should learn to use and kind of keep on using. Follow us to learn how you can automate your business with AI and how you can use AI in personal life to kind of make your life easier. And also comment below if you want us to kind of help you with building AI agents to automate your business below using N8N and a lot of other AI agentic workflows. So stay tuned and see you later.